Hey everybody, and welcome back to another video with Coding with Roby. And now in this video, we are going to solve valid parentheses, which is considered an easy question for algorithms. Now, given a string S containing just the characters of the left and the right parentheses, the left and the right brackets, and the left and the right square array values, determine if the input string is valid. An input string is valid if open brackets must be closed by the same type of brackets, open brackets must be closed in the correct order, and every closed bracket has a corresponding open bracket of the same type. So in the first example, we can see that this is true because we have a left and a right parenthesis. Example 2 is true as well because we have a left and right parentheses, left and right, left and right. And then example 3 is false because we never close this first parenthesis before trying to close a different bracket. So this is kind of a popular question. As you can see, there's almost 17,000 at the time of this video thumbs up. So let's just dive in and try and solve it. So I am more comfortable with arrays of chars than I am using strings to try and navigate through all the indexes and characters of a string. So I'm going to start by saying char array chars equals s.toChar array. And I do this just to transform the string into an array of chars for me. The first thing I want to do from here is do a small guard clause of if chars.length is less than 0, or chars of 0 is equal to the right parenthesis, or chars at 0 is equal to the right bracket, or chars at 0 is equal to the right array bracket, then return false. And that's because we never actually opened up anything with the left. All right, now that we have our guard clause implemented, let's go ahead and create a stack. And I'm going to be using a deck object of Java, and that's because we want to make sure that we have a deck in our collections where we can check to see what value is at the bottom. So let's go ahead and say deck of character stack equals new array deck of character. All right, now let's loop through all of our chars. If we see one of the left parentheses, then we're just going to add it to the very beginning of our deck. And if it's one of the right, we need to check to see, hey, do we have the left corresponding, or do we need to return false? So I'm going to start by saying for int x equals 0, x is less than chars.length, x plus plus. And now I want to say, hey, if it's the left hand of anything, we want to add that to our stack. So I'm going to say if chars x is equal to the left parenthesis, or chars x is equal to the left bracket, or chars x is equal to the left array bracket, then we want to say stack.add first chars of x. And here I'm going to say else if. I'm going to do an else if statement that says else if chars of x is equal to the right parentheses, and our stack is not empty, let's go ahead and look at the very first element of our stack, so after adding our first element, and see if it is a left parenthesis, and if it is, we'll just remove the first. And I want to go ahead and do this for all of the other right-hand things, so let's go ahead and just copy this and paste it 2 more times, but let's go ahead and change these to the right hand and the left hand brackets, and then the right hand in the left hand array brackets. Perfect. At the very end, let's go ahead and say else, return false. And then outside of this loop, let's go ahead and say if stack.size is greater than 0, which means we did not remove all of the elements within our stack, well, then we also want to return false, or we just want to return true. All right, let's try and run this code. Boom, it passed. So let's go ahead and submit it. And boom, we can see that this is 99.78% faster than the average Java online submission for the valid parentheses. So congratulations, we just implemented a high-level algorithm, and we are implementing this deck to see if we can remove the brackets or not. And then we are adding this algorithm to make sure that, hey, that the stack is empty at the end, because for every element we're adding, we should be removing. All right, well, congratulations. We just implemented this parentheses solution, and I'll see you in the next video.